What's up, YouTube? It's Louis here. Hope you're all well. What a crazy turn of events from Bitcoin. Yesterday, I had a lesson with one of my one-on-one mentorship students. Shout out to Brian, and basically telling him what was going on with Bitcoin. I was telling him that even though this was an amazing pump and you got above all the EMAs, well, at least the 12, the 20, and the 55 at that current moment when the candle was open. I said that even though it looks amazing and it's such a big green candle, one thing that I need to mention is this descending line that I put in the lesson with him. Now you can see with this line, I know it's more accurate than this line over here. And the reason being why this line's more accurate than that line is because it has more touches. Even though this line I've just drawn right here, or only going through these 2 points, is still correct, it's not the best fit line. So we always want to use a support or resistance that has the most touches. So we've got multiple right there. Oh, don't know all this. So we have multiple touches right there. Two over here, another touch. You're holding it as resistance and you broke out but failed to hold its support, and all you've done is come to the support to then come back and test it as resistance. So I was telling Brian yesterday that it's all dependent on this daily candle close. If this daily candle close breaks above this pink line, then we should actually continue up back to minimal, the green line, and we know once we get above 44.4k on the daily time frame with the daily candle close above it with value with the volume backing it, and of course we can long. But until it breaks out of that, there's no point in trading, because as you can see, what is happening before you break above this or before you break below this? It's just sideways moving, guys. It's just range bound trading, and it's so annoying. But it's annoying because there's no trend. However, we know that a trend will come out of this and we're ready. It's just we have to be patient and not over trade, and not over leverage our accounts, and just be patient and realize that it's risk management, which is what's gonna make us money, protecting capital at all costs first ahead of chasing money. If you come into this market to chase money, you might as well already leave, because you're going to lose all of it. Personally speaking, from experience, that's what I used to do back in the day. I was trying to get rich quick, loads of leverage on trades, completely over leveraging my account, putting crazy percentage risks into trades because I didn't know what was going on with leverage, and then just busting so many accounts. So that's what I'm trying to teach you not to do. And now I know a lot of you just want to make money. You've come into crypto because you know people that become millionaires, billionaires from it. But the fact is, these people that have been in this for years and they're willing to hold for years, unlike people that have been in this for 1 year and they're like, all I've done is lose money since I've been in it a year ago. And they don't have the balls, or they don't have the guts to hold and obviously get the rewards that are just round the corner. Yes, we can continue down lower. Of course, we could just go up from here. But eventually, regardless of if we continue lower or not, we're going up. You know what I mean? Long term, we are going up. So that's why it's important to always have crypto. Yeah, even though I sold some crypto, I will still always have crypto that I will never sell. So I'm just looking to reinvest that next lot once we get certainty. You can't tell me right now there's any certainty in the market. What are you doing? Resistance, support, resistance, support, resistance, support. You can't tell me there's certainty that we're ranging. But that's about it. No one knows. I don't know. You don't know. The Carl the Moon doesn't know. Crypto doesn't know where the market's going. We can just make calculated guesses and we can weigh up the options. There's going to be patterns to the upside, like this ascending triangle. There's also going to be patterns to the downside, like this potential rising wedge over here. Resistance, support, breakdown, that's your target. You could also say that this is also a bear flag. So another bearish case over here, just like that. Support, resistance on the inside. Support, resistance, support. Couldn't come to the top because what's stopping you? This line here, the green line, as well as the 200 EMA pushing you down. So of course this is a bearish continuation. You measure the push into this, you put down the breakdown. So multiple bearish patterns, multiple bullish patterns, and that's my job, to try and make you guys as informed as possible. And what I'm trying to inform you is, at the moment it's not good for trading. So even though no one's making money at the moment, You don't want to just get into trades to chase money. You want to protect capital at all costs. You want to get into the highest probable setups. So like losing this green low over here, we're going to come back down to this green low. That's a trade. Lose this support on the daily time frame. We're coming back down to here. Minimal 37 to 35. That's a trade done. Unless you're breaking this, until you break this support, there's no trade. Break above this, we're long in until 56k. So until you break above this, there's no trade. I know that is sideways for so long now, but you just have to be patient. It's as simple as that. What I wanted to explain today, and the reason why I was telling my student Brian in the one-on-one mentorship that Bitcoin is going to fake out here, is because you can see that you broke above the 55 EMA on the first attempt. And this is what I was trying to explain to my student yesterday. I said that you're probably going to come up to the 55 and these are going to flatten out for you to obviously either find support on it or go completely through it. Obviously, it's still 12 or 13 hours till the daily candle close. We could close above these EMAs. That would be a nice statement from Bitcoin, confirming this previous resistance as support, as well as these 20 and 12 EMAs as support, to then go ahead and try and get back to the 200. The only thing being in the way is the 55 and that pink line, and of course this green line. So that's what Bitcoin needs to do to head up. But we know the levels that we trade from. Lose the support, we're going lower. Break this high over here, we're going higher. So we're ready for those two scenarios. Now, let's zoom in a bit more. You can see when you broke above the 55, this previous candle did not even touch you. You didn't even get a rejection here. You just broke above it on the first touch of the resistance of the 55. Then you come back down because you couldn't hold it as support, and you found some support on the 20-hour continuation moving average. So as long as we're above this green line and this purple line right there, then we should continue our uptrend and break this high. So we are now trying to come back to this high. There's only one thing stopping us in the way, that wick right there. Look to the left, structure these clues, wick to the top, it wants to drop. So in the same location where you had wick to the top and it dropped, you just had a fake out. You actually closed above it on the daily time frame. That's bullish. You should have bought that. But we were also at this resistance point at the same time. So that's why you'd want to step back. Potentially in this case, wait for a pullback rather than a breakout. And it eventually became a fake out. So you got above the 55 on the first attempt, no wicks touching it, and it became a fake out. So this is what I've realized over the 3 years of trading, basically, that when you break above an EMA on the first attempt, not every single time is it a fake out, but most of the time it ends up being a fake out. Look here, on the first attempt, no wick rejection first to then come back down and break it. You just broke it on the first attempt. Came back for support. You actually did hold it, but then you lost it because you broke back in to this resistance. That's how I know this line is accurate, because when you close back inside, even though you're holding this EMA, you close back inside of the resistance. It failed to hold it as support. So that's telling me it's a fake out. And when we see a fake out, it basically means that it wants to go lower than this low. But you can see you failed to go lower than this low. You put a higher low. So even though it wanted to go lower, it doesn't necessarily mean it will, but it wants to, and it's going to try to, and it's going to test those zones. And that's why we see it testing that zone. But you couldn't put a lower low. We put in a higher low, which is an uptrend. However, that means that we're going to obviously take out this high, this resistance that was being held as resistance, with the EMAs. But even though you've just put this higher low, we now need to make a higher high above this. And what's in the way is this pink trend line. And that's why we stopped there. And again, we broke the 55 on the first attempt, meaning that it should be a fake out. Most of the time, it will be a fake out. And we've got until the 30th of March before we see a breakout. So, sorry, it will take maximum the 30th of March till we see a breakout. So it can happen from anywhere from now, the 10th, until the 30th. So 20 days period. So that's the latest it'll break out, but it never usually goes all the way until the end. So the more fake outs we get, the more it's basically telling me that we're trying to go lower. We still got lower highs every single time. High, lower high, lower high. So yeah, that's pretty much it, guys. We know the levels, we know what to do, and yeah. Please like, subscribe, comment, and I'll catch you in the next one. Peace. So guys, these are my crypto packages. Let's bring you over to the one-on-one mentorship, where it's £650 one-off payment. You will get video call lessons with me over a 1 month period. We will do 1 or 2 hour lessons every single day. and you don't need any prior knowledge whatsoever. You can have zero, you can already be an advanced or intermediate trader. My job here is to 10x your learning curve. Everything that I'm teaching you has taken me over 3 years to gather and cost me over £10,000, whether that was good courses, bad courses, mistakes, scams, or whatever it was. It cost me over £10,000 to get all this information that I'm personally teaching you. I also had to pay for my mentor over $2,000 for a 2-hour lesson. So what you're getting for this price is absolutely phenomenal. Now, you also get the 6-hour crypto course included in this price, as well as the signals chat until the top of the bull market. Now let's move over to the signals chat. I wouldn't call it signals. This is just basically a group where I post what I'm personally doing, my thoughts on the market, if I think it's going up or down. So there's daily chart updates, but also, yeah, throughout the day what I'm thinking, or where I'm buying, where I'm selling, where I'm looking to accumulate, or obviously get out the market. This is what's in the crypto chat, and that's £25 for your first month and £40 onwards. Then we can move over to the 6-hour crypto course. There are over 35 plus videos in this. You don't need any prior knowledge to start. You can be beginner, intermediate, or advanced level trader. My job here is to 10x your learning curve, to make you into that self-sufficient trader, to make you into a trader that doesn't need outsiders' help. Not my help, not any YouTubers' help, or any crappy group chat. So if you're interested in this, you also do get a one-on-one mentorship lesson with me at the end of the course, so you can get any questions answered, so you're clear and you know exactly what to do going forward. If you're interested in any of these packages, then please go to my Twitter at Louis_crypto and literally comment down below and just say, Louis, I'm interested, and I'll personally private message you to see if you qualify for any of these packages. Thank you guys for listening, watching the video. Please like, subscribe, comment, and I'll catch you in the next one.